we say it then.
Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast, stories of inspiration, where we talk about mental health, addiction, religion, becoming a business owner and self-sufficient, for what, when, where, and why. Join us and we can be your local hope dealer.
Inspiration and dedication. I came a long way from sleeping in them pages. I got my life back. I feel amazing. Life's a book, don't get stuck on sad pages. Rainy days with no money. Hard work leads to days that are sunny. Looking back, it was all needed. The problems, the pain, the trauma, the grieving. You are now tuned in to the prisoner to painter. Prisoner to painter. Hard work, dedication. Rainy days, inspiration. Prisoner to painter.
And now, a word from your local hope dealer.
We are live on Facebook and we are live on StreamYard.
Perfect. Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast. I'm Nathan McDermott.
And I am Katie McDermott.
And today joining us is Pixie. Hello, Pixie.
Hi, Pixie Girl.
Unfortunately, today's guest, Amber, had to go to the doctor. So I emergency go to the doctor. So I hope that she's okay. And she is already planning on rescheduling. So once again, we just had to reschedule, and that's life. Life's on life's terms, and it is what it is. So.
Yeah.
And then Saturdays, once again, I apologize. It's you can't expect everybody to show up. Life happens. So John Price, same thing. Something happened. They tried to give me notice. They gave as much notice as they could. We have a lot going on as well, but when we say that we're going to do a podcast, we try to. So we are just going to try to do a special thanks episode. That's why we tag most of our guests in it. And so I just want to, first and foremost, thank everybody who has already been supporting us, and thank every gift card that we have received, that we've gotten for free or that we paid for. And I just want to thank every guest who agrees with our dream and our vision of what this could be. And I thank you. Very much so. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being a friend. I don't want to get copyrighted though.
We tagged most of the guests. I apologize if I missed anybody. Some of them don't have Facebooks.
Or Facebook is funny and won't let us tag 47 people or businesses. I don't know who it was that would let us tag us, but we tried.
So if you don't see your name and you've been on, feel free to tag yourself in the comments. Feel free to tag the business if we missed it that you got the gift card
or
from. Special
links that you provided during the podcast.
Specifically Uni and Baba, who are we are specifically talking to you two. We tried to tag one of them, the House of Alafi, but we do not remember the other one, and we did not look back. So we messaged each other enough that it would be hard to find that link in our conversation. So starting right out of the gate, because I am going to try to go down the line and thank everybody individually if I can. Right out of the gate, first things first, I want to thank Mark Mall, my brother-in-law, firstly and foremost, the Missing Mall. He's the one that provided this backdrop. Well, more than a backdrop. He's the one that provided the studio for us. Thank you, Mark. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You were
very supportive.
Yeah, well, and you say you always liked me, but me as a drunk, I don't think you liked me as much as me sobering up. So it is nice to see our relationship grow now that I'm not a piece of shit. So,
stop.
Thank you. Seriously. Season 1, episode 1, Caitlin McDermott. So thank you for being a part of this, and my dreams becoming your dreams and vice versa.
And also thanks for Nostalgia providing the gift card.
Yeah, and season 1, episode 2.
Thank you.
Pat myself on the back.
And thank you to Confident Reflections.
Alicia Pulisco.
Thanks, Alicia.
Yeah, I don't think I pronounced that right, but thank you, Alicia, for providing that gift card. Season 1, episode 3 was
Cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, the first guy, and it's crazy because the first episode of somebody from like the outside, whatever, pretty big name for Battle Creek. Pretty big name for Battle Creek. Pretty big following. I mean, I started off at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Was his first live performance.
Awesome.
So thank you for Well, and also, if you are checking us out on StreamYard, thank you for the intro as well.
Yeah.
He's the one that made our intro song. And
We gave him a vision and some content, and he ran with it.
yeah, I gave him like 5 words, and that's what he came up with. And it is fire.
Oh yeah.
So tune, because I know you will see this. $250 is not enough for a feature. You should be charging $1,000. Period. That FJ Outlaw guy you always talk about, that I've heard enough about now, he's right. I hope you see it.
Charge people what you're worth.
Yep. More than what you're worth.
And also thank you to the Jackson Popcorn Depot.
Yeah.
I believe that was Tune's gift card.
Yeah.
We might slaughter this
Yeah.
with who got what, but we're trying our best. You can only remember so much, and we're not elephants, so
Yep. Season 1, episode 4, I think was.
let me go peek.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
let's
peek.
do that.
That is what we're gonna
Yeah,
do.
That'll make it better, at least for guests. Because for some reason I thought it was Tickerbilly, but he's like 10. He's episode 10.
I think I would have to go look. So that's what we're gonna do. Pardon for the technical difficulties, guys.
Oh, I never turned my phone on silent.
That's
I have to-
okay.
Go.
We are going to view this, and then I have to mute it because okay. It was Redbeard.
Season 1, episode 4, then Redbeard. Thank
And
you.
we did Jackson Coffee Company for Redbeard.
Yes, and special thanks to Redbeard. And the first couple guests are a very, very special thanks because Redbeard is the one that provided my business cards. He's the one that provided the sound equipment.
It provided impromptu technical support when needed.
So if you guys ever need Redbeard, he makes very fire business cards. He's all around good guy, very good support. Helped me with my camera. He does very well. Very good work.
And I don't know if y'all can see this for me. It's a little blurry, but that's okay.
He also does marketing. I forget the name. Redbeard Graphics, I think specifically is his name. But check him out, Redbeard on Facebook.
All right, and then season 5 is Miss Uni.
Okay, episode
Episode 5, technically, yes.
yeah, she holds a very special place in our heart regardless. I don't have to go.
We love you, Uni.
I don't have to go into the thanks for that.
And Uni's gift card was Divine Sanctuary.
Yep, very fitting gift. I think we did good on that one.
Respects. They are a fantastic metaphysical shop. It is one of my favorite places in the world. The energy there is great. They have great items to purchase, good selection of things and information.
And I always try to show support to anybody who has showed me support. So that Witchy Gala.
Yeah,
that was
their
phenomenal.
annual
That was fun.
fundraising gala.
Yep, the 3rd day annual. That was very fun to go to.
So Dawn.
I hope you see this very much so.
And then episode 6 was Mr. Tony Pagan. Tattoo Tony.
Tattoo Tony.
I do not remember the gift card. No, I do. It is RJ's.
RJ's Metropolitan Ice Cream.
Thank you, Tony, for sharing your story.
Yeah, man, that's a powerful one from prison. And as you said, I will use what you said, throwing people in trunks to being in the recovery community and being a very big asset to Home a New Vision. So thank you for that. And also thank you, RJ's Metropolitan. If you see this, I still want you to come on this show, please.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm tagging our
Hey,
followers. Oh, Redbeard.
You're not being a very good guest.
Redbeard said, love y'all. Thank you for the shout out. If you need anything, just hit me up. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
And then we are at episode 7 is Riley Kid.
Riley Kid, man, me and him go way back. The love that he shows me and the love that I have for him. Thank you. Some people, I don't think I need to go into detail about why I'm so thankful for them. So Riley, thank you, and thank you for meeting me at lunch that one day I lost Trace. I needed that. I appreciate it.
Also the gift card for Riley was Jackson Candle Company.
Yeah, congratulations on your upcoming marriage. I hope you gave that gift card to your wife because
Fiance.
well, future wife. I'm sure she's more of a candle fan than you. Unless I read that wrong, then I hope you like it.
Men like frou-frou things too.
Yeah. I don't know. Riley don't rub me as the type of guy that's gonna go.
That's
smell
all
candy.
your opinion.
Yeah. Watch him be like, yeah, I don't fucking care.
Nathan.
Pardon me.
Episode 8, Larry Nichols.
Larry Nichols. Larry, thank you for coming on. I'm very congratulatory of that one award that you have received, going from tattooing and some dude's room to that. And then just hearing your story from other people that I know, trading tattoos for, I'm not even going to go into it, but going from where you were to where you are now in prison, and now you're at a pretty well-esteemed tattoo company, and it looks like you're getting married as well. So congratulations as well for that.
I do not, for the life of me, remember the gift card.
I think I just did a gas card because he traveled from Lansing. So
if we are wrong, feel free to inform us,
Yep,
and
yeah,
we can amend
definitely.
that. Thank
and
you.
also for TikTok, because Larry did a couple tattoos. That's my favorite. Not the fun about when he did this anarchy sign. And that's my favorite one he's ever done on me, man. He's pretty good.
And then episode 9 was Curtis Comet with Tactical Trash Out.
That was one of my favorite episodes because
We had the most issues with technology.
man,
and
oh my god,
he was so patient and just great and good conversation, good energy. I know recently they ran out of capacity to accept any more people, which is
congratulations. That's a good
fantastic.
That's a good problem to have. That's a damn good problem.
And
to
then
have.
I believe the gift card for Curtis was Roxy.
Yeah. So if everybody from Jackson knows Roxy, if this podcast ever gets big, Gordon Ramsay needs to go check them
Oh, I
out.
100%
Because
agree.
he would love it.
The food is amazing. It's packed all of the time. It's a whole vibe.
Yep. So Curtis, seriously, thank you. Just the support that you've shown me as well. Having lunch at the Chase that one day. You know what? The Chase, we never got them. I got the Chase gift card when I was at lunch with Curtis for the next person. So whoever's next is who I gave the Chase to.
Was it Hickerbilly? Because that's who's next.
Nope. Then who did I got the gift card when I was at
I don't
lunch.
remember.
Well, regardless, the Chase is on there as well, so we'll tag them. But Curtis, seriously, thank you. You are going to end up taking out, I'm going to drop it, LRS. You're gonna take them all out, my friend. I believe in you. Hey, that's me speaking. That's me speaking.
Okay.
I'm willing that into existence, Curtis.
So episode 10 was Hickerbilly Short. Respect, mad love. That's a lot.
I don't care. Regardless, Hickerbilly, thank you for coming on. Thank you for showing me support. I met you. It's funny. You're from Parma. I'm from Jackson.
We met in
We
Lansing.
have crossed paths probably 100 times before that. Never, we met in Lansing. You helped me when I was moving up there. Didn't know me at all. You came to help me move something. That's when I knew you were an all right guy, period.
We actually went and showed support for Hickerbilly last
Yes,
night at the
we did.
music
Yep,
box.
yes.
That was fun. Met a lot of people. That was great.
Yes.
Good vibes, good people.
Next time he does a show, I would encourage anybody who's in the Jackson area. You're already out at bars on a Saturday night closing the bars down. Next time he's at the music box, go close that place down.
Yeah, show some support for some local artists
Yeah.
who are trying to do their thing and be what their own version of success is.
You guys go to bars like Iron Bar. You guys go to these bars and listen to violinists and music you don't even care about. So go show some support to Hickerbilly. And I'm not saying that his music was good. I enjoyed last
And
night.
many other artists put on shows and collective
Yeah.
concerts at the music box, live shows. I
Yeah.
don't call it a concert, but
Yeah.
they go to that venue. That's why it's the music box. There's a thing with music there. So just go show some support, and it's not terribly expensive. Even if you are recovering,
Yeah.
don't just go eat some bar food,
Yep. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I drink lemonade, and I heard them drop the word recovery multiple times there. They are not, just because it's at a bar does not mean that they don't welcome recovering people. I liked Hickerbilly's way that he worded it. I'm sure he's open about it. Everybody knows he smokes weed. He's California sober. That was the first thing that was very cool. Don't give me that look. He smokes weed on his podcast.
You stop.
He'll be just fine.
Okay. Episode 11
Yep.
is Zach Watson.
Zach, man, that was I met you guys through my other friend Zach and Alicia.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Hearing your story from what you were a manager of Marco's. You just got into being a realtor. Just the support you showed me when I lost my job just recently. Geez, you're just a good guy, and you're very conversational. You were easy to talk to, and and you're very welcoming. I enjoyed, I was thinking about buying an apartment, a little 4-unit apartment complex when I was making really good money. To try to make more money because it takes money to make money, and you are just a phenomenal guy. So
I
thank
do
you.
not remember the gift card.
Nope, I'm doing pretty bad at that. but-
I don't think it was. There's a couple that I'm remembering now that we didn't mention. Next is Ashley Norbert.
works for the
Road Commission.
road commission. Yes, there was
She's
one.
a civil engineer.
Yes, I forgot. I cannot say who she works for, but yeah, she's a civil engineer, woman in a male-dominated world. I'm actually very disappointed. Her episode should have gotten a lot more views and hits than what it did. It was still up there. It's still up there with everybody else's, but really go check out that episode, man. Her story is super cool, and hearing how they time lights and how they make roads, and even if that's not her job, she knows about it. It was very cool to
It was
hear.
very informative, and I do remember that we gave her the Dirty Bird.
Yes, we did.
And she was like, "How do you know that's my favorite?"
And I think we went there right after she left.
She may have, because we went downtown after. Yeah.
That was very nice. And I actually met her. I think I'm allowed to drop this. I met her through the Young Professionals. So if you're a young person trying to meet like-minded people or just
Do something.
but what's the word? Network.
Mhm.
We're just trying to network, man. There were some great people there. I met a chiropractor. He just started his own practice. Met some very intelligent people.
Some people traveled all over.
Yeah.
Very good people.
One of the guys.
The group put on Bright Walls.
Yep.
Like-
They also put on, what was the one that
Topia.
we helped with? Topia. Yep.
Which was super fun, by the way.
Yeah, thank you guys for letting us be a part of that. We just started going. I don't think we've been back since, and they welcomed us with open arms. We volunteered, and it was fun.
It was
And
fun.
I want to drop the name Nathan Close is a friend that we acquired by going there. He's a solar something. He does something for solar.
I don't know if he still does it, but he also
every Saturday
does board
right?
game
Yeah.
things downtown at the Jackson Coffee Company.
Yeah,
So
top floor Saturdays. I don't know if it's every Saturday, every other Saturday.
I know
but
it's Saturday night.
Saturday nights. Yep. So check that out. Seriously.
And then we have episode 13. It says episode 3. It's a typo. My bad.
You're good.
That is Mr. Ward with Matt Psycho. Thank you.
Yeah. Lucky number 13. And that one was, man, I remember our first interaction. I spelled Matt Psycho, M-A-T-T, and he corrected me. And I was like, wow, this is a great way to start a relationship. But man, he's a great guy, very funny. I have nothing but respect for our armed service and our service. And you know what I'm trying
People
to
who
say.
have served.
So a special thank you just for that alone. And then a special thank you for trying to get the youth disciplined. And what does he do? He teaches, it's an MMA academy and a wrestling academy, correct?
What?
Matt
It's
Psycho.
MMA and wrestling. Yes.
Okay.
Well, mixed martial arts wrestling. They do the
I just
The-
said that.
conference. Is it a conference?
Anyways, thank you, Ward, for coming on. And unfortunately, we have to see you later. It's just,
Oh, you stop
I
that.
said, well, unfortunately,
Oh, yeah.
it's under the circumstances. It is not that I don't want to see him.
I'm.
So we will see
That's
you
a me.
later,
That's a me
Ward.
problem. I'm sorry.
Continue, please.
I will say that Ward just commented that when are we going to have Jackson's most amazing entrepreneur in recovery, Joe Sharp?
It's funny. He keeps going across my friends you may know, and I have yet to add him in message because I will unsolicited send some messages to get people on this show. So Joe Sharp, I guess you're next now.
We're coming.
We're coming for you.
And then we had Mr. Phil Tripp.
Yeah, he's not on Facebook, but I don't think I have to give as much of a thank you as I will. But that man is the reason I'm here today and not in prison. He's the reason that I own a house and not homeless. He is probably one of the best men that I've ever met.
We're going to have to speed it up because now my computer is dying.
Do you want me to go run and grab that? Who is next? Who's the next thank you?
Claude.
Okay, well, I would have to thank him. So
We got
That's
about
fine.
halfway through.
just
We'll do a brief intermission really quick. Hold on. I'm gonna throw a banner up here. We're gonna throw a thank you up. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Oh no. This is why we do everything live. It's because to show the world that if you're watching normal TV, they did 10 different takes and it's all pre-recorded, and we don't do that for a reason. We want to show this type of shit.
Oh.
Zelda, you take my spot, baby girl. Oh my goodness.
All right. We should be good now.
So
All
I want
right.
to continue with thanking Phil. Like I said, saved my life. When he sold trips to Collision Right about 8 months ago, that was the hardest pill to swallow. And 8 months after, Collision Right let me go. So I'm going to tag that in there. If anybody needs a painter or a very highly driven guy that is willing to work 16 hours a day, I'm that guy. So feel free to reach out to me.
And I believe Phil's gift card was for Miller's
Miller.
Shoe.
Oh,
Okay. Then we had Claude.
old childhood friend. Me and him go way back. Claude, thank you, brother. Thank you. And I'm glad you got into sales. How good of a talker you are. You should have went into sales a long time ago.
Okay.
Oh, and check out US 27, US 127, 27. Check out US 27 Motorsports. Make sure to ask for Claude Copeland for all of your power sport needs. He will take care of you. US 27 Motorsports in trailers, I believe. If you are interested in any UTVs, ATVs, dirt bikes, anything of that nature, make sure to ask for Claude. He will get you right, period.
All right. And then after Claude, we had Miss Jennifer Scanlon.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Owner of the brokerage house, the story of how you obtained that, how much time you gave to that place, that's a story of success. And also, thank you in my unemployment, looking out for me and giving me a couple side jobs, taking care of me, keeping food on my table. So this podcast, if it's not just only helped the world with stories and hopefully inspiring people, it has at least helped us and our family keep food on the table. So thank you to the guests that have helped me as well.
Sorry, I'm replying to some of our comments that I've already.
Perfect. That's perfect. And Jennifer, once again, thank you. And I'm not going to go into but thank you, seriously. And thank you for the opportunity. And thank you for the trust that I will do the job right. And I will do it the first time. And I will do it timely.
Miss Jennifer's gift card was from the water store.
Yes, it was. I don't know if they go to the water store, but if not, she could get a couple gallons of, well, $40, maybe a couple more than a gallon.
Like a jug or two.
I hope you can get more than a gallon.
And then we had Chadwick.
Chad, that's choose happy all day. Choose happy all day. Happiness is not an emotion; it is a state of mind.
I don't know if I tagged him in this. I'm going to have to go back and do that.
Yeah. Also, one thing that I like about him is he does murals. He cuts hair. That guy, that guy's always looking out for the next guy. There is no agenda with him, and I really respect him. So Chad, thank you.
And I don't remember what his gift card was.
I don't either, which is unfortunate. We should have went through and looked at every gift card we gave, but sorry guys. So
All right, now I gotta go back because that's where we stopped sorting them out. So I gotta go back to
go to the lives. It'll go.
Yep, I know.
Come on, Zelda.
Okay.
Butthead.
Seymour.
Seymour Black. Man, what did he say the real name was? I don't remember. It was hard. That's the reason I asked. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Seymour Black. Thank
Don't
you.
put me on the spot.
I don't remember though. I mean, he said he didn't care. It was just like it's hard, so people don't call him it. I'm like, I can't remember the damn name.
It was long.
Just hard. I can't remember. Anyway, Seymour Black. Thank you. Also, really good music. It's very cool seeing. Man, that one profile picture. I commented on it. That with you in a ring with that suspender.
Oh yeah.
Fire picture. Good music. For the next guy too, man.
I also do not remember the gift card.
Well, I'm gonna go down this at least, and then
when we're done.
Yeah, and then whatever, and then if we missed any gift cards, like I said, feel free to tag them.
Jeremy Tripp.
Jeremy Tripp, Phil Tripp's son. That was not his story though. His story is one voice. Well, that's not his whole story, but this is where his story ended. Is one voice uniting corrections. honor, service. I mean, that
We talked about prison reform and all the good things, and
about how prisoners and prison guards they both matter together because
without one, there's not the other.
yeah, well, and they're both in the same place. You know, yes, some are there forever, but the other ones are there 12 hours every day out of their life. So it is important that both of them are taken care of, both of them. And I think this one was very unique because I've had prisoners, and then I've had the prison corporate on, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's
The union.
The union. I think it's very cool to see both sides of the spectrum. And then Dwayne Pittman, I'm going to drop that name because he is going to be coming on. He said he's very interested. And I just think it's very important that I have a cop on. He's actually the cop that saved my life. Not saved my life in terms of pulling me out of a burning car, saved my life, stuck my ass in jail. And I have a lot of respect for him. Chief Pittman, Napoleon Township. Cannot wait to have you on, sir.
All right, Greg O'Connor.
Yeah.
Jeremy just commented, appreciate you. Keep doing what you are doing. Big things ahead. Ward also said, appreciate you guys having me on.
Jeremy, I love you. Period. I love you. Ward, I like you. No.
All right, so Greg O'Connor is where we were.
Man, that story, man, what 5 prison stays, I think he said 10 mental health stays, and anyways, that story of that meth psychosis, almost going to Canada. I'm not saying anything that they didn't say. I want to make that clear because I'm not putting words in their mouth. That's their story, and their story is very unique to each one of them. Greg, getting sober, staying sober, and then the fucking power horse you are, a muscle dude. Holy shit. So thank you for coming on, and thank you for changing your life around, because you can give support to others now. If you were still in active addiction, I just don't think you could give the same support to others as you do now. Same as myself.
And then we had Bob Lau.
Bob Lau.
I loved it. It was very informative. It was a different perspective of things. We had some people who were commenting on it that I didn't think would know anything about what the conversation was. And I thought that was super cool. Yeah,
that was very fun. He holds himself very well. Meeting him after the podcast and talking with him more, he holds himself very professional in a professional setting. And then outside of a professional setting, he's actually kind of fun and cool to hang around.
He's got good energy.
Yes, he does.
Very good energy.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm full of anxiety, fear, depression, and he just mellowed me
and
out.
Our cat loved him.
Yep. Well, that's the hoodoo stuff there, man.
All right. And then we had Kay Wood.
Kay Wood.
Blackbird Cleaning.
Blackbird Cleaning Company. Thank you. I mean, your story was impressive from childhood to where you are now. That one was very cool to me.
And being a one woman running your own business like that and not having employees.
And then the business taking care of everything, as in terms of money, finance, like taking care of stuff. So that means your business is thriving enough to where.
And then recovery from cancer as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot that was, yes. And then, God, there was one other thing about her story that now she's sponsoring, the first year that Blackbird Cleaning Company is sponsoring, I forget, a baseball team for Napoleon.
It was a kids event, yes.
Yeah. But congratulations for that. And stepping clearly, you're going in the right direction.
All right. And then we had CMIT.
Timothy CMIT Ramsden. Yeah, man, that was very cool. And then the guest that you brought with you was very cool as well. It was fun to hear your story. Man, and
hear perspective on music.
Yep, and then the Jack City record things, man. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, if you're not consistent, you told me this. If you're not consistent, you're not going to go anywhere. So keep being consistent.
And props on the information that you guys shared with us afterwards, which I'm not going to.
Yeah, thank you guys very much so. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the future.
And then we had Chad Rouse. That was interesting.
That was a hell of a story.
He had a commanding energy. Like it was very big. It was very like,
You know, and to be honest with you, Chad, at first we were like, man, this guy's like, and not in a bad way. We're like, wow, dude, like you are, I felt like, well, when you are the man you are, being so proud of yourself, it came off like, oh, wow, dude, chill out.
Yeah.
But then hearing your story, you should be more proud than the way you act. Being in the military, regardless of if you didn't see much combat, as you stated, dude, you are a fucking hell of a guy. You really, and then that fucking Thunderbird you rolled up in.
I appreciated the sensitivity as well. Like there
Going from a hardcore jarhead's not the right word because you're not a Marine, but going from a hardcore infantryman. Well, that's look, jumping on fucking planes is cool. Yeah, infantryman. Yeah, man. So going from that to now you're in the recovery community and wanting to be like helping recovering addicts. So going like, dude, congrats.
And we talked about purpose.
Yeah.
And
And wait, didn't he start as a
he did do ministries?
Man,
Yeah.
that's just wild.
It's just a really cool series of events.
A series of. Man, they should write a book, a series of cool events instead of a series of enforcement.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
I'm forgetting most of the gift
What do they call them?
cards.
Cookie.
Cookie.
Thank you, Cookie.
And then we had Justin Street. That one was really fun too.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird seeing a guy from Livonia. I'm like, oh, he probably doesn't know anybody. Chad and Ward's commenting, they know him. It's like, that was really good. Now you're a bare knuckle boxer. Your wife and your son that came, very cool meeting them. It was cool getting friends out of the deal.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed your guys' company. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again, and good luck on getting that house.
Denise Cross. She brought her baby. She was talking about her story of recovery. It was just, I think it was fun to show people that like we meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
And it just, we're gonna meet you where you're at. We're gonna support you for supporting us and coming on. And it was just fun. And I know like moms get a little anxious about that kind of thing. So please don't. It was fabulous. That was so great.
And it was probably one of my favorites as well, just because our stick is doing this live because nothing is perfect. So we do it live to show that the dog's going to run down, the cat's going to jump on the table, that people have kids and they can't always find a sitter. We had to reschedule for other reasons, and she was so welcoming. And she said, well, I can't have a sitter. So she came on with the kid. And that was because that's why we do it live, is to show that. So that was awesome.
And then we had Victor McDermott.
Yeah, that was very, dude, you're a fucking cool dude.
Yeah, I love the whole music therapy thing. That's great. I've actually heard of Harmony Garden before he had told me about it or told us about it.
Yeah.
And I just think that's cool from, just sticking with something your whole life and then figuring out how you can change it into a career and a hobby all at once and like not lose interest in it.
And I was getting a little deterred from asking from childhood to where you are now. You are the reason that I'm keeping up asking from childhood to where you are now, because you remembering stuff and like the way you were talking about it, it brought up some good memories that you might have since forgot. So that was very cool. So it shows
it's
that
very
we're doing something right.
It's very introspective. People get to look in on things that they didn't realize until we ask a specific question.
Yeah.
Then we had Kid Cobain. That's the one that I actually had to sit out on, and I am so sad. I was not feeling well that day. I did hear a lot of it. I think that's so cool. Dude had hardcore vibes. Super cool, super chill.
Definitely CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy type of style. Super badass wrestler.
Love the leather jacket there.
Yeah, dude, you're a cool guy, man. And then going from drinking, because I'm sure that drinking and drugs go hand in hand with wrestling. Hurting yourself, being more open to like being a performer for the audience. It probably is easier on drugs and alcohol. And then sobering up and then still sticking with it. That's fucking cool.
And I do remember that we did the West Side Furniture Consignment
Emporium
because it was Mother's Day and because I said, oh, maybe you could go buy some chairs.
Yeah.
Like,
So that one was really fun. And man, it's just, I cannot wait to get more guests and I cannot wait to keep spreading inspiration. What does cartoon say in our intro? Your local hope dealer.
Yep. All right, and then we did have an external list for some of like most of the gift card people.
Feel free.
We just wrote them down because I don't remember the order and we may have forgotten some.
Yeah, like the Dirty Bird and the Chase are not written on there.
Yep.
And then I think those are the only two we also did Brosters, Runaway Party Store.
Roaster's Chicken
Roaster's Chicken. They sell Roaster's Chicken, but it's Runaway Party Store over by Jimmy's.
on West Michigan Avenue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the list. We did West Side Furniture Consignment Emporium. We did Farm Suds. Erin is a great lady.
Yep.
Divine Sanctuary, Nostalgia Inc., Jackson Coffee Company, Jackson Candle Company, Jackson Popcorn Depot. We did Baby Bear. We did Roxy's. We did Rochi's Hair.
Yep.
We did Confident Reflections from Alicia.
Check her out.
We did RJ's Metropolitan. We did Candy's Busy Bee.
Yep. We did the Crazy Cowboy as well.
Yes, we did.
Yep, we did.
We did Exxon Mobil, and then just shout out to some of the people and their companies that were on here
Yep.
that were able to talk about what they do. That's Matt Psycho, Tactical Trash, Redbeard, One Voice United Corrections.
Jeremy Tripp is one of the higher ups there. Very special thank you.
And then we got the Divine House of Alafi.
Yep.
So yeah, just thank you guys so much. Really
Hickerbilly
cartoon.
Hickerbilly Entertainment, but also Hickerbilly Shit Podcast. I think they're on like episode 126 or something like that because he does it every night. So I mean that is a little controversial in the music industry, but we're not in the music industry.
We are in the success industry.
And we're also in the industry of supporting others. So if you can't get over the politics, then we ain't the place.
Word just said that Pittman pulled him over on a little pink quad once and let him go.
Dude, hey, it's funny you say that word cheap. I was in a lot of trouble, okay, stealing stuff, and like there was a lot of trouble. I remember this when pot was still illegal. He's already busted me for 2 felonies, maybe 3. He walks by 3 pot plants out in the backyard. Officer Peterson was like, "Hey man, we gonna do anything about this, Chief Pittman?" He said, "Man, we already got the guy for 3 felonies. You leave those pot plants alone." I said, "Granted, they did. They didn't cut him down or nothing." So you know, Chief Pittman he's a phenomenal guy. He actually saved my dad's life too. Motorcycle accident. He pulled the bike that was killing him off of him, and he truly saved my dad's life in that aspect. So also special thanks to Chief Pittman for that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just
No, you're good. You're good.
Just doing some playlist adding because we forgot.
And then
So
unfortunately, John Price had to reschedule his story of prison, MMA, music. You know, I know we're having a lot of the same style people on, but what I'm looking forward to, the first ever guest that has reached out to me, Kayla Lynn, is coming on this Wednesday, 6 o'clock, to tell her story of beating addiction. Then we have Friday, Macaulay Rock. Yes, he is still in the music industry. But then June 3rd, make sure you mark this down. We have Mike Copenhagen, the lead pastor at Radiant.
and Spring Harbor,
in Spring Harbor, Jackson. I am so excited for this. He's going to come on and tell his story of how he got into ministry. And then June 7th, the owner of Boers is coming on. I am so excited. I mean, this is stories of inspiration, but a lot of it, I don't just want it to be drug addiction. I don't just want it to be music. I don't just want it to be fighters. I want it to be businessmen. I want a wide variety of people. So I'm excited for the owner of Boers to come on. Can we tag them in it at the end of it?
Yeah.
I'm excited for Boers to come on. I'm excited for Mike Copenhagen. I'm also excited for Kayla Lynn this Wednesday. And then we have her sister coming on June 8th to tell her she's got a hell of a story of loss, triumph. She's got a story there, and I'm excited to hear it. Well, I know some of the story, but I'm excited for you guys to hear it.
All right.
And then I think that is the last scheduled podcast we have for weekends. So if anybody is interested in coming on the Prisoner to Painter podcast to tell their story of success, inspiration, triumph, loss, whatever it may be, and what your definition of success is, reach out to me or Katie.
Yep. We also have some revisits who would very much like to come on and talk about specific topics. We haven't done one of our little PSAs asking about us to define words or anything like that in a while.
Yep.
So if there's any topics you guys want to hear on specifically from another person's perspective, that would be great.
At end of July, me and Hickerbilly are going to make something work. And then who was the other one that specifically asked to come back on? Chadwick. We are trying to make that work. Not trying to make it work. He just, Wednesdays, we're going to get him on. He doesn't think he told as much of his story as he wished he should have the first episode. But that was more of a conversational piece than it was to asking my questions. And that's the direction I'm trying to go in. That was one of my happier conversations, the way the direction went. But on the reverse token, he doesn't feel like he got to tell as much of his story as he wished he would have.
We have a lot of love in the comment section. Your dad said, good job. Curtis comments said green lights. And then Craig is his old teacher, the owner of Boers.
Oh, awesome.
And then Ward said that you are building a network of good people and inadvertently you're bringing us all together. There's something here. Someday bringing all of us together is going to be impactful. I can feel it. And then he also said Chad Rouse is a man's man. I can't wait to read his book one day.
Ain't that the truth? Ministry to infantry. There's something badass about being an infantryman. I mean, I got a lot of respect for anybody in the armed services, but there's something cool as fuck about an infantryman. Jumping out of a fucking plane that high in the air. I mean, that reminds me of World War II shit. You're a bad motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's some David Goggins shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's badass, man.
Well, all right. I think that was it. We're gonna have to go through and tag a couple more people that we forgot to tag.
Well, and you gotta give us a little grace. 30 episodes. This is kind of on the fly with the cancellations, but when we say we're gonna do something, we want to do it. So sorry that the 2 podcasts fell through this weekend. Amber, we pray for a speedy recovery, and we cannot wait for you to come on. There's something cool about finding sobriety and still being able to be a bartender and do what you love. And geez, and then you knew I was a drunk and you tried to steer as a friend to steer me in the right direction, and I finally got it. So I want to thank you, even though you haven't been on yet, and I cannot wait to have you on the show.
Yeah. And you know what we say here at Prisoner to Painter, your network is your net worth. And
Green lights.
green lights and success is in the eye of the beholder.
That's a good one, I guess. It's new. It'll work.
It
It might not stick, but
I'm not good at idioms. I'm really not. Like that's
I'm all idioms.
all right. Well,
Till next time.
adios.
That was fun. How did we do?